Hello students, in this video we are going to study what is T3 space. Before defining T3 space, I would like to explain what is regular space. So what is regular space? So in regular space, we are considering a closed set and a point. I am considering x comma tau as a regular space. If it is regular space, for every closed set, I am taking f as closed set and a point P which does not belongs to f. Means P belongs to x but P does not belongs to f. So in a topological space x comma tau, I am considering a closed set f and a point which does not belongs to f. Then there should exist two disjoint open sets. I'll take this as G and H such that f is subset of G. We should not write f belongs to G because f is not an element, it is a set. F is subset of G and P belongs to H such that G intersection H is null set. A slight difference between T2 and regular space. In T2 space, we are considering 2 points x and y, distinct 2 points x and y such that x belongs to G, y belongs to H and G intersection H is null set. In regular space, instead of considering 2 points x and y, we are considering 1 point and a closed set. So what is regular space? A topological space x comma tau is said to be regular if for every closed set f in x, f also belongs to x. For every closed set f in x and every point P which does not belongs to f, there exists an open set G and H such that f is subset of G, P belongs to H and G intersection H is null set. And I will like to define what is normal space also. It is similar, it has slight difference between regular space and normal space. Here we are considering one closed set and a point. In normal set, if x comma tau is said to be normal if every pair of closed sets and it should be disjoint. It means f1 intersection f2 should be null set. We are considering two closed sets f1 and f2 and intersection of f1 and f2 is null set. For every pair of closed sets f1 and f2, there should exist an open set G and H such that f1 is subset of G and f2 is subset of H and G intersection H should be null set. We are considering two closed set f1 and f2. f1 intersection f2 is null set. For every pair of closed set, there exist open sets G and H such that f1 is subset of G, f2 is subset of H, G intersection H is null set. I repeat, in regular space, we are considering a closed set and a point such that there exists an open set G and H, f subset of G, P belongs to H, G intersection H is null set. In normal set, we are considering two closed set such that f1 is subset of G, f2 is subset of H, G intersection H is null, f1 intersection f2 is also null. Coming to T3 definition, T3 space. What is T3 space means? X comma tau is said to be T3 if it is regular and T1 space. Every space which is both regular and T1 space is T3 space. So what will be T4 space? Every space which is normal and T1 is T4 space. So here I have defined T3 and T4 also. Regular space and T1 space are said to be T3 space. Normal space and T1 space are said to be T4 space. Now we are going to study properties of T3 space. Very first thing, a regular T0 space is T3 space. We are going to prove a regular T0 space is T3 space. We are having regular and T0 space. We have to prove it is a T3 space. To prove T3 space, it should be regular and T1. So already the space is regular. So no need to prove it is regular. Only thing is we have to prove this space is T1 also. If it is T1, then we can prove it is T3 space. I am considering two distinct points x and y belongs to x. X and y are not same, it is different points. I am considering two different points. So already given the space is T0. So from the definition of T0 space, there exists an open set. I'll take it as U. There exists an open set U such that x belongs to U and y should not belongs to U. This is definition of T0 space. For two distinct points x and y, there should exist an open set U such that x belongs to U and y should not belongs to U. So this implies x does not belongs to U dash. X belongs to U means x should not belongs to U dash and U dash is closed set. Right? Because U is open set, complement of open set is closed set. Therefore U is closed set. And we are having regular space also. In regular space we are considering closed set and a point. And the point should not belongs to x. So x belongs to U and x does not belongs to U dash. And we are considering U dash which is a closed set. So according to the definition of regular space, there should exist distinct open sets. I'll take it as V and W such that x belongs to V and U dash should be subset of W. Right? This is from the definition of regular space. Also, V intersection W should be null set. There should not exist any common elements between V and W. Now, I'll consider some point in U dash. U dash will be having many points. X belongs to V, Y belongs to U dash. How? I'll take x belongs to U. I'll write x belongs to V and y belongs to W. I'll show how y belongs to W. Y does not belongs to U. We are taking y does not belongs to U. It means y belongs to U complement, right? Y does not belongs to U means y should belongs to U complement. Therefore, y belongs to U complement and U dash is subset of W. Therefore, y should belongs to W also. Right? Therefore, y belongs to W. X belongs to V, y belongs to W and x and y are distinct points. V intersection W is null set. Therefore, this space is T2 space, right? From the definition of T2, what is T2 space? For two distinct points x and y, there should exist distinct open set V and W such that x belongs to V, y belongs to W. Therefore, this space is T2 space. We know every T2 space is a T1 space. Therefore, we got this space is T1. Therefore, regular plus T0 space is T3 space. Next property is we are going to prove metric space is a T3 space. We already proved metric space is a T2 space also. Now we are going to prove metric space is a T3 space. So already we proved metric space is a T2 space and every T2 space is a T1 space. Therefore T1 space is metric space is T1. It is proved already, right? We already proved T2 space is a metric space. Therefore obviously T1 space is also metric space. Only thing is we have to prove metric space is regular. If we prove regular, then regular plus T1 implies T3. So already we proved metric space is T2 space. That implies metric space is T1 also. Now we have to prove regularity. Metric space is regular. So to prove regular, we have to consider a closed set and a point. So I am taking F as a closed set and I am taking some point which does not belongs to F and X should belongs to capital X. So F is a closed set in X, D because we are considering metric space. So we are considering X, D as a topological space. So F is a closed set. X does not belongs to F. X belongs to F. Now X does not belongs to F means X belongs to its complement F dash, right? X belongs to F dash. This we can write it as X belongs to X minus F dash. Sorry, X minus F. Now there exists delta greater than 0 such that X belongs to an open ball B X comma del. X is a center, delta is the radius, subset of X minus F. X belongs to X minus F means from metric space definition X belongs to B X comma del, which is subset of X minus F. Now I am going to define an open set G1 such that we are considering an open ball X comma del by 2. X is the center, del by 2 is the radius of the open ball, and I am defining G2 as union of Y belongs to capital F, Y belongs to F, B, Y of del by 2. And G1 and G2 are open sets. We have to consider a point and a closed set. So here I am considering union of F belongs to F. Sorry, Y belongs to F. What is F? F is a closed set, right? So keep that in mind. We have to prove this metric space is regular. To prove metric space is regular space, we should need a point and a closed set. So here I am not taking union. Here I am taking only one point X. Here I am considering all the points in F. Why I am considering F? Because F is the closed set. Also G1 and G2 are open sets. Since arbitrary union of open set is open, we know that arbitrary union of open set is open. We have X belongs to G1. B is an open ball. B is an open ball. Arbitrary union of open set is open. Again, therefore G2 is also open. Now X belongs to G1 and F is subset of G2. X is there, therefore X belongs to G1. When we combine all this thing, when we find union, we will have F, therefore F is subset of G2. Now a point belongs to a open set and a closed set is subset of an open set. Only thing is now we have to prove G1 intersection G2 should be null set. Suppose G1 intersection G2 is not null set. If as a contradiction I am taking G1 intersection G2 is not a null set, then I will take some element Z belongs to G1 intersection G2. This implies Z belongs to G1 and Z belongs to G2 also. So this implies from metric definition, d of x comma z is less than delta by 2 because we are defining g1 as b of x comma del by 2. Therefore, d x comma z should be less than delta by 2, and from open ball b of y0 comma delta by 2. Y means elements belongs to F. So it can change y0, y1, y2, etc. Therefore, one of the point I am considering y0 this. So y0 should belongs to F. So this implies d of y0 comma z should be less than del by 2. This implies d of x comma y0, we can write it as d of x comma y0, we can write it as d of x comma z plus d of y comma z comma y0. We can write d of x comma y0 as d of x comma y plus d of, we can write d of x comma y0 as d of x comma z plus d of z comma y0. This term should be less than or equal to this two. So what is d of x comma z? Strictly less than delta by 2. And what is d of z comma y0? D of y0 comma z or y comma z, y0 one and the same. If we consider these two distance from a to b or b to a or one and the same, therefore this is also del by 2. So we are having less than delta. So d of x comma y0 is less than delta. This implies y0 belongs to b of x comma delta. So what is b of x comma delta? It should be subset of x minus f. That's what we have taken. B of x comma delta, which is subset of x minus f dash. But this is contradiction to the fact that what is y0? Y0 should belongs to f, right? But here we are having y0 belongs to f dash. X dash means, x minus f means f dash, right? So we are having y0 belongs to f dash, but y0 belongs to f. Therefore, our assumption G1 intersection G2 is not equal to null set is wrong. G1 intersection G2 should be equal to null set. If x belongs to G1, f is subset of G2 and G1 intersection G2 is null set, then it is a regular space. This implies it is a regular space. So every regular space plus T1 space is a T3 space. Therefore, metric space is T3 space.